Welcome, Lucas, Ceci, Lucas. Oh my God, we're back. We're here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Recently back from your shows in Seattle.
Just a
Multi-state comedian.
just a tour in comic, then so just a little showcase in a little town called Seattle. So glad to be home. I had a fabulous show. Shout out Club Comedy in Seattle. Go and check them out on 15th. Rick, hi. I'm up me up there. It's really lovely. So glad to be home, even though I miss being cold and wet all the time.
I just miss being wet.
You are cold and wet all the time, baby.
Well, I'm going to be this week, right?
At least it's cold.
Yeah, I'm at Los Angeles. It's catching up. But anywho, we've got a big day on the show today. We've got a special guest. We've been having a lot of them. This one is female.
Surprise!
So on the Let's Get Bread pod, we are discussing love, sex, politics, money, religion, whatever. I keep adding things because it's our show. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
But today we have one of my favorite people in this godforsaken city. She is a political commentator. She's a comedian. It's Ceci.
Yay!
I am never
What's up?
confident about a good podcast guest than
Yay!
what we have here today.
Oh, good. I'm excited. I have a lot to talk about.
Well, now, for those of you who don't know, Ceci is... I mean, there's so many adjectives that can describe her. She's,
No.
she's a mother. She's a fighter. She's a philosopher.
A Republican's worst night.
She's a Republican's worst nightmare.
And wet dream.
And wet dreams. She's scrappy. She's been tearing it up on socials. You've probably seen her on Jubilee. You've seen her on
Daily Wire.
the Daily Wires. She's been all over the place giving Republicans and MAGA people hell. She's got her own podcast. So, Ceci, let's dive in. How you doing?
You know what? That question, right?
You were about to say good.
I was about to say good. And then I think like, wait, how am I really doing?
Right.
It's not good.
No.
Not good.
Which is why you're out in these streets throwing elbows the way you have been.
Yeah.
You have been, I think you've got a podcast right now called Putting You On.
Yeah. Putting you on podcast.
And you interviewed a January 6th attendee, did you not?
Yeah.
That's when I fell in love with you.
That's right.
I loved that. I remember I held Everett and I was like, oh, this bitch is funny. And I'd seen you perform, but this was like, this is your thing.
Yeah.
You should be doing.
Thank you. Yeah, that was wild. Cause her and I met in Austin when I was signing up for Kill Tony. Yeah. And she had been on the show before. So I knew who she was, but she didn't know who I was. And she just walked up to me randomly on the street and was like, you're so cute and smiley. I want to know what your stand-up's like. Can we take a picture together? And I was like, yes, Karen. And my friend Jack knew who she was. And he was looking at me like, you were taking a picture with a January 6er. Like, think about your political career. And then after we took the photo, the thing is too, she was like so friendly and like old grandma vibes that she was friendly. So I was like, oh, Karen, I'm thinking of starting a podcast. I got to have you on. I want you to be my first guest. And I want to talk about Kill Tony, your upbringing, your insurrection. And she was like, yeah, we'll do it all. I was like, great. And then we started the pod and I think she thought I was a Republican because halfway in, you can feel the shift of energy where she realizes, oh, this is a lib. Yeah. And then she started being really super combative. And I kept being like, dude, I'm just trying to find middle ground here. And we found middle ground. Yeah. She's pro-choice, but she didn't want to call it that. She calls it anti-government.
Right. Hates a vaccine.
Hey, you know what? Same shit. Fine with me. I don't care. Right. Then she said the whole like, oh, well, I wasn't afraid of COVID. And it's like, well, I'm not afraid of a vaccine. Yeah. Look at us, two fearless women. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And she's super pro-weed. She couldn't stop talking about how pissed she was it wasn't federally legal. Wow. Why are you a Republican?
Well, I mean, who else is going to let you march through the Capitol?
There you go. There you go.
And
the Democrats aren't.
That's just the issue, though, is I feel like she's an old school Republican.
Yep.
MAGA Republicans are not like what historically a Republican is.
Exactly. It's a whole new fucking party. But the thing is I still am going to lump them together because you still voted for this.
They vote for the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't care how you want to, differentiate. You're in the same party.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're,
Snap got unfunded because of your vote. Yeah. You're one and the same.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that there isn't a lot of nuance when it comes to what the behavior gets you in the end. Like I know I have several Republican friends. And they may be good people one-on-one. I adore them.
Right.
But if they voted for this, I'm like, you fucked this up. You took your delicious Florida vote and you fucked this up.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, I don't have friends that are Republicans that I know of. And I don't know how I would handle that. Like, I get when people don't break ties because, like, okay, our friendship is thicker than this bullshit that's happening. But at the same time, I might lose my right because of you. So it's like, I don't know where you draw lines anymore,
Well, this is the one thing that I think makes you so compelling to watch right now, because you are really taking it on yourself to go and talk to people who everybody else is just, everybody on,
written off.
Right, on the left, like, I can't be fucking, but like, I generally can't be bothered with straight men.
Right.
And then I find myself in a situation where I do stand up and I'm surrounded by straight men at both times.
Yep.
And it's awful and I hate it.
Right.
And
Same.
there I am. Yeah, right.
Right.
So the fact that you're wanting to take a conversation or have a conversation with these people, to me is just, more power to you.
Well, I'm not going to lie.
It takes a lot of strength, and it's so admirable.
But with the funny part, though, I realized, like, I'm actually good. Well, I'm a hairdresser, so I'm good at communicating, right? I've had all types of people in my chair, but I'm really good at getting through to MAGA. But I think it's because, like, in my debates that I do, and I watch debates all the time to, like, pick up, tips and see how they're doing. They're fucking boring. Like, most of the time, it's these intellectuals that are speaking at each other, and half the time the audience is it's like, you've said a 4-syllable word they don't understand, dude. Like, you lost them. Yeah. So I feel like in my debates, not to say that I speak in layman's, but I will bring it to so that they understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's also direct.
Yeah.
Because when you use the 4-syllable, 3-syllable words, you're asking them to almost pick up on your intellect.
Appropriate.
And then but for MAGA people, it feels like you're an elite, like elitist if you're educated. So it's best not to even flex that part of you when you know it's there anyway. Yeah. But like, the thing is like, what I really want to do at the debate is try to get people to get on not the same team, but just fight the same war, which is the class war. You know what I mean? Because 100%. When I was on the bar fight show for the Daily Wire, MAGA, because they don't show the reactions honestly from the crowd, because when they brought up the stock market, I was like, every time you talk about the stock market, all I hear is how much more billions a billionaire made, because stock market went up, but your groceries did not go down. Yeah. And MAGA hands just pointed at me like, she's right. Yeah. Like, that's the bottom line. It's like, the American people, the average person is not, their quality of life isn't based on the fucking stock market. Right. Like, what the
Yeah.
How do you get started in this realm of comedy, or even just like,
we fall into a depression.
Yuck it up. So who, because you've debated some really famous people.
Yeah.
List them off for us.
Well, Lila Rose, to begin with, who's a pro-life leader for those people who don't know. Candace Owens. Mm-hmm. And then I have another one that's a big name, but I cannot say. I'm so annoyed. I know. And then I've done a bunch of smaller debates against people that were also on Jubilee, but they're Republicans that appeared on Jubilee. So we've done our own side debates, which is the one guy I told you about who should religion influence law.
That's the
yeah. His name's Elazar or some shit, and
he thinks religion
should influence law. Yeah.
But what is Jubilee?
So Jubilee Media, it's a YouTube channel, and they put together debates in different types of formats, right? So the one I did, Surrounded, is when you have one person in the center surrounded by 20 people that will one by one, like,
sprint for the chair in the center to try and
debate it, right? And then there's the other ones they do that's like middle ground, 4-on-4, where it's more of a discussion. Now they have a round table thing, which I'm going to try to do the round table next, because it's just more of a longer format discussion type, which is what I prefer. I get so sick of some of the, like, okay, rage bait, let's just fight it out. Like,
Jubilee's gotten a lot of heat for that, because they've done, really kind of irresponsible
dude,
they burn you.
And you don't even know how much time you're gonna get. So that's the other part.
Because it was like Mehdi Hassan's.
Oh man,
it's just a horror show.
And you know that they had a kid go to the table that they didn't show at all. Like, his entire segment is removed because and you heard the racist things they already said. So I can't imagine what he fucking said for them just to pull his segment altogether.
Yeah, right.
And I've looked this kid up, and he lives at Return to the Land, that white supremacist town.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Right.
okay, makes sense.
So these are the people that Ceci's decided I need to go and talk to.
Correct. Because here's the thing. When I'm doing a debate, I'm not trying to debate or change the person's mind who I'm debating. You're so in it that you're sitting where I'm sitting. We're fighting for that. It's the people watching that I'm debating. That's why I'll bring it down to have them understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because that's who I'm trying to reach. I don't give a fuck about the person I'm debating. You feel just as strongly as I do.
Yeah, Candace Owens.
You're here at the table. Yeah, fuck her. Fuck her. Go make him a sandwich.
Yeah. I went through.
It's the title of her book.
No.
Correct. Yeah, that's the title of her book. So you go do that, bitch.
Wow. I didn't know that. Is that coming out or has that already been released?
I think it's released. Yeah.
I went through a dark spell where, when you're like, it's not that I admire her. It's not that I like her, but I like stalked her Twitter. I needed to know what she was thinking, needed to know what she was saying.
Well, she's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I give it to Candace. Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to lie. When I'm watching her, I'm like, ooh, I see a little bit of me in there. I'm not going to lie. We just different sides of the things, but I could see her delivery and the way she operates is kind of similar. She's entertaining for sure. She's just a nut.
Yeah.
Or she's an instigator because she'll bring up questions like, well, we've got to talk about it because everyone's asking, and it'll be something no one is talking about, but she'll present it that way. So now she can talk about it, and it'll be something totally triggering or rage baity. Right. You know what I mean? To get the clicks. She definitely does, which, power to her, but like, you are a traitor to your own.
Well, she also...
Black people and women.
Yeah.
She also got her start doing liberal politics, didn't she? And then shifted gears.
I
don't know, actually. I'm not sure, because I know she's been friends with Charlie Kirk and Turning Point for a long time.
They are barbs. Well, Nicki Minaj just retweeted Donald Trump. Did you all see that?
No.
So she pretty much retweeted something from the White House that talked about all the successes that Trump has brought in this administration, including protecting, women in sports, anti-trans stuff. So the barbs, you got some explaining to do. Your girl, she's quacking.
As somebody who's off the Azealia Banks train, I can no longer defend it. I do not envy those people. They're worth enough for them. But, not my monkey's not my circus. What should do?
Then what are you going to do?
So, Ceci, what is, would you say, your mission? Like, what is in the best of all possible worlds, best outcome, what are you hoping to accomplish by talking to people like the ones who are tuning into Daily Wires?
Yeah. I was going to say my mission is just to bring down Trump, but in a nutshell. But as far as reaching minds goes, no, I do want to reach minds because you know what? We still have elections. They still fucking matter. Votes still definitely count. We know this. Like people who say it doesn't matter, I don't want to hear any complaints then. Fall in line, take what you're given, and shut the fuck up. So with this, I want to get people to change their votes because I feel like MAGA, like the Republican, we know there's a fracture in it because they're all on Snap. Hello, you fucked yourselves. I really wish a blue governor would just say, okay, we're not paying federal taxes. We're going to fund SNAP in our state. Let your red representative take care of you because I don't represent you, right? You don't want me to. So I want to get their idea of like, yeah, we need to get a better team. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I was thinking about the other day and I was like, if I was a baseball coach, you look at stats and you pick the players with the best stats. And when you look at Democratic leadership and Republican, like under Democrats, we grow 4% GDP. Under Republicans, it's 2.5. Yeah. Under Democrats for job growth, it's 2.5. Under Republicans, 1%. Like get on the winning team with the better stats. It's just simple.
Yeah. Except somehow the narrative always, like, this is the thing where a communicator is needed because the narrative has always been Republicans are better on economy, Republicans are better on jobs, and yet they're not. No, it's always a Democratic president cleaning up the mess of a Republican, whether it was 2008, whether it was the COVID.
Well, they've always used the economy as a guise for their social politics, They're anti-gay, anti-woman shit. And that's the funny part. Like MAGA, they put their hate before feeding their kids and now they're learning, which is why if I was a blue governor, I'd be like, no, you have to suffer. No, I'm being dead serious. Like if I was blue governor, I'd be like, if you're a registered Democrat, we're going to make sure your personal SNAP is funded. If you are a Republican, you need to talk to your representative. Because that's who you put in fucking office for you. Yeah. Talk to your rep. And then maybe I always say this in videos, I'm like, you guys can vote blue one time. You don't have to stay that way.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, you go right back to your red. But I guarantee if you vote out your red representative, the next one will realize, oh, fuck, I work for them. They can fire me.
Yeah.
And I feel like people forget that we actually do hold power.
You know, I mean, that is such a, with the redistricting that's gone, and so
the gerrymandering, yeah.
Assembly passed in California by a healthy margin. So California has been redistricted to hell. And pretty much every Republican in the Northeast, you know, in the great North, far-flung North California, you now no longer have a representative that's going to really represent who you are, because Gavin Newsom and the Democrats here in the state have decided we need more people in the U.S. House. I do feel for those people because, you know, obviously you want to not feel
not represented. Right.
You want,
I get that
whole thing, but
you'll still be representative. You still get to vote.
Yeah. That's.
And we didn't start this.
Yeah.
Okay. We have not, that's the funny part. We have not changed any of the rules of politics. They do. So it's like, I want Democrats that when they set the tone, you fucking follow it.
You know,
you have to meet a bully where they are.
Yeah. My one Republican friend would always laugh about how Harry Reid, the Democratic Senate leader in Nevada, was the one who I think got rid of like the 3/4 majority to get, what was it? Oh, nominees confirmed through the Senate. And Harry Reid nuked that and said, we just need a majority. That was the thing that this Republican friend of mine would always point to. Like, nope, Democrats changed the rules. Like, oh, God. Like, that was, the Republicans were holding everything up against the works. Like,
that's how it always goes.
And at a certain point, does the past matter? Is there not come a point where you just be like, let's just start on even ground. Let's just call it a wash and start over?
Well, I mean, you can't. They're not going to meet. See, you're now talking about being a bigger, better, more understanding like you're, and that's really nice. That's so nice. Okay. It's really nice, but that's not the people we're dealing with. Yeah. That's the problem. And that's why I think we have to meet them where they are. We're literally dealing with our new age, like modern Joseph Goebbels and Stephen Miller. You know what I mean? Like, we're there. So we can't shut up and buy a gun.
Well, and that's what I love about what you said earlier about trying to convince people this is actually about wealth and class and exposure.
Like, people who want to have their nuclear family unit where, like, you have your trad wife, well, you got to be able to buy the house to put the fucking wife in. So you have to fight our war with us against the billionaires for you to afford the house. Yeah. Like, they always talk about the 50s, and it's like, yeah, but in the 50s, we taxed the rich at 90%. Yeah. That's why you could afford to live off one income.
Seriously.
So it's like, if you want to live off one income now, you need to get on my side. Yeah. You know, that's just the way it is. I don't make up the fucking rules. They did. I'm just playing the game.
Yeah.
No. I think a lot of people, and a lot of comedians especially, people go for politics, but very seldom does it pay off. How did you find yourself blending the two worlds?
You know, on stage, I will say I don't go into politics a lot. Like, it'll be sprinkled in there, but I don't like talking about politics on stage as much because people are trying to forget what's happening at a show. Yeah. So, like, okay, if it comes up or like it's a funny, like my Dr. Phil set, of course I have to talk about abortion. It's so funny. Yeah. But most of the time on stage, I try not to do politics because I really want people to like be able to zone out and really feel happy for a second, you know? But then that's why I like doing the politics stuff, because then I can still make the jokes though that I really want to make, you know, about the politics on the show and stuff. And during debates, I love dropping an abortion joke in the middle of an abortion debate. It is the best thing ever, okay? I love dropping jokes in the middle of a debate. Like ending it on a prayer with that Christian guy. Let's go.
So do they know you're a comedian when you sit down in the seat?
No, most of the time they don't.
So then how do you get selected?
So, well, that's the funny part though, is that like I signed up for Jubilee twice. And then after that, I have not signed up for anything. Everybody's been calling me.
So you perform all?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Ceci's up in this bitch.
I am up in this bitch. But the other reason too is because, like I said, my debate style's different because I do drop jokes and I keep it fun and I bring it down to their, I hate talking down to them, but like, guys, layman's.
You're engaging on the same level.
Right, exactly.
And it's not even bringing it down. I do think plain language is so necessary because things do just get lost.
It is, yeah.
Also, Ceci, I think you're uniquely positioned because your upbringing in Chicago, you're very clearly, for those of you And when you see Ceci, you'll know she's a down-out bitch. Just no. Okay. She's got an errand. There's nothing about Ceci that's going to be like, oh, this is someone who I need at least an advanced degree to deal with, or who's going to look down on me because I didn't go to grad school. Like, you are probably one of the best people to talk to in that way, because I think you can talk to anybody.
Yeah. No, I and not to like brag, but I think you're right. Like, I actually can, but I've learned that only through doing this now, because when I get the responses, I'm like, oh, I'm not getting the response I thought I would. Like, they don't fight me as hard as they do other left-leaning people. Yeah. So, like, with my incel thing on the bar fight show, like, I thought, okay, here was a line of men at the mic to debate me. And I was like, okay, let's get beat up by a bunch of men. But none of them debated me. They all asked me for dating advice.
Okay,
so it was like, oh my God, they want help.
Yes. Oh, this brings us to, you are just about to launch a fabulous new show.
So excited.
And it's going to ideally fix a few problems in society.
Yes.
So get some intel for incels.
Yep. It is a call in and ask anonymous style show on Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And they can just call in. We can talk about anything. And I mean, I have like a small network of therapists around the country ready to go, and hairstylists. Like, I'm serious. A hairstylist is, I'm going to save the world. Okay. Exactly. We are Renaissance women and men and theys and thems. Exactly. I am all inclusive. Exactly. But no, I mean, with the show, like, I've realized that men, like I told you before, they don't like asking for help, right? They won't pull over and ask for directions, whatever. They don't ask for help. So I'm just going to throw it out there. I've been in the Reddit forums under a fake name in the incel forums for like a year now.
Oh, wow.
Like, watching what they write, dropping like tidbits for them and trying to get them. I'm serious. Like, there's so many, because there are some incel forums that'll be like edging incel, like where they don't want to be, but they feel like they're on the edge of it. So it's like, there's so many men that like, they just want a community, I think. Yeah. And they want validation. So like, for instance, during COVID, like when all this happened, people started living lives online. So the Red Pill podcasters were smart enough to like create communities where men felt validated, but they were validating the shitty feelings they already had. They like monetized their trauma and insecurities, and I want to monetize their healing.
Interesting.
Like, I'm calling it purple pilling.
Can you explain the pilling?
So, okay, it's like, it's not even like, it's a weird Matrix thing. It's a Matrix reference.
He's got the red and the blue.
Yes.
Right. And so if you take the red pill, right, exactly. You wake up and exactly. And so they've red pilled them into thinking that women are the problem. A lot of times it's minorities that are a problem. Like, basically told men where to put their anger.
Right.
And then kept saying like, oh, you need to have this amount in the bank. You have to have this BMI. Like, just basically kind of telling men, you're never going to be good enough, which is so ridiculous. And I'm guilty of, back in the day, I used to tell my clients all the time, I'd be like, if we could just face facts, the men are dumber than us. Like, we can just get around it. Yeah. But then I realized I'm taking away accountability, and I'm taking away their capability to change and grow when they're humans. Okay. So they can. We don't have enough places, I think, where men can just like, straight men. Oh, or men. I don't know how it works in the gay world as far as emotional spectrums go. Like, I know how closed off straight men are, but we don't have enough spaces for them to just go ahead and like cry and like be whatever and not feel shame.
Yeah. Outside of a war movie, I don't think men cry very much.
No, they don't. And when men brag to me about how they never cry, I'm like, so are you a sociopath? Yeah. Like, are you warning me right now? Like, what the hell is that?
I mean, Lucas asked me, maybe we did our election about, so you believe in redemption? He asked me. And hearing you say this, like, you very clearly believe in redemption. You believe in like, there's a way to build a bridge across.
But depends from what point you're coming from. Because on my show, in my promo video, I specifically say, but if you are a man who hates women, I am not here to help you get a woman so that you can abuse her. I'm not doing that. These are for men who actually want to help and I think are worth it.
So say more about what this limit is for you. Like what's too far? How do you tell who's too far?
Well, you know what I want to do, because right now it's just going to be a call and ask style show. So like, I'm just going to have to feel this person out live, where going forward in the future, I'm hoping to get this to be just like an actual show where it's me, a gay and an incel, a girl, a gay and an incel that like, you know, team up like a Queer Eye thing, but like seeing three people that aren't normally together do something cool and good, you know? But, sorry, what was the question?
The
limit. So I want to go for it, have a questionnaire that they fill out to kind of feel them out. Like, why do you think you're an incel? Like scale from 1 to 10. How do you feel about, you know, certain things? Cause it's just going to be one of those things where you have to feel them out.
Yeah. I mean, and
ask the right questions.
Right. Well, I mean, because you hear and you've spent more time on these forums than certainly I have, where you get to know the little dog whistles, or you get to to recognize the little terms.
Oh yes.
What immediately sets you off when you read it in some of these posts? What's gonna tip your ear, be like, oh God, person's an incel?
You know what? When men immediately go to telling me what they like. Oh, I like a woman who likes to cook and clean. Like if he immediately starts naming what he wants in a woman, like in domestic ways, I'm immediately like, okay, we got to feel, no. Like actually Love is Blind this season, terrible season. But one guy in the pods, he immediately asked her like, how do you feel about gender roles in the house? And I immediately was like, red flag. Like that's not, you don't ask that question.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
What city?
When you have to talk about the role you're going to play in a relationship, as far as male and female, you are a red flag.
Mm-hmm. What city is this?
What?
This season of Love is Blind. Do you know what city?
Colorado, Denver.
Last season was in Minneapolis, and I had a couple of friends who were on that season.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
So I hear a lot of men, they'll call women females. Is that another one that tips you off, or is that just...
No, that's just... I feel like that is just like, okay, we just need to tell you that that's a no-no. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes jargon is just something that people pick up and then it sticks.
Yeah. Because this is like, having been in the open mic scene in LA in particular, you come across some really vile misogynists.
Yeah, you do.
Utterly reprehensible men who truly despise women and make their sets about how much they hate women.
Yeah.
And I cannot get away from them fast enough generally. And being around them is just they're just energy vampires.
Oh my God, that's so funny because I love getting into their space. I'm the opposite, where I'm like, I'm going to disrupt you with my female energy so bad right now.
See, my female energy is like, I need to leave as well.
Yeah, see, and I'm the opposite, where I'm like, now I need to confront this.
Ceci is also a brawler in a way.
Correct, that's true. I've definitely gotten into a lot of fights.
Well, and you have a couple henchmen.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Vinny
and Butter.
Vinny and Butter. I will never forget that.
Vinny and Butter, how you doing?
How you doing?
There's a henchman named Butter.
I love you, Butter.
I don't. You know, I'm sure, Butter, you're a nice guy, but you scare me and I've never met you.
He's amazing.
Ceci's, your upbringing was relatively non-traditional.
Definitely non-traditional.
There's not a lot of dames I know who know how to properly gut and clean a human body.
True.
Who, know when there's an active shooter situation, goes to the lid of the toilet tank, picks it up.
Well, I was raised by my dad.
Right. Ceci's
by a man, go figure.
Ceci's a girl you want on your side in a disaster. And
this is true.
Yeah, like, I'm actually gutted you're moving to Chicago.
I'm coming back, though.
I mean, you're coming back.
Every month.
The wildfires. Who's going to pick me up? Who's going to carry me?
Maybe I'll be here already.
Do you like Chicago?
I love Chicago. I grew up there. I'm excited to go back, but I don't know. It's just going to be a lot.
Yeah.
But I want to be in the fight. Mm-hmm. So part of the reason I'm moving too is financial aspects. Because like I said, if I can do at least LA money, pay Chicago bills, then I'll have more time just to be outside of ICE facility in their face. Yeah. For all of you. For all of you listening. Exactly.
Go ahead.
And like, I'm not worried. Like, people always ask me all the time, like, are you scared or like worried about, I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
What other time is there to do it? I guess, really.
I mean,
you're holding out for.
Right. I don't have a husband or a kid, so I don't have like a unit I have to worry about.
Yeah. Right.
So I can be in the street as much as I want. Where like, I understand people have full-time jobs. They don't control their schedule. They have kids, this and that, which is why I'm trying to, on my YouTube or put up a link tree or something, like a fund your fighter kind of thing. So that like if people want to fund me, at least I can go to what I want to do ideally is whoever gives me the most money this month, I'll wear a t-shirt that says so-and-so sent me. And on the back have the names of the other smaller donors and then send them a t-shirt.
Sponsored Antifa, I love it.
Yeah. Exactly. Basically in a nutshell, yes. But I'm fund your fighter.
Yeah.
It's not Antifa.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
because that's...
I mean, I am anti-fascism, but yeah.
Which, again, depending on how the government's mood for any given day, who knows who's going to be a terrorist next?
Exactly.
This administration, but fund your fighter. I do love the idea. It seems like so kids, if you're listening, you go fund a fighter, okay?
Yeah, it'll be on my YouTube channel.
So when you say you're going to go to ICE, how does that look like?
Okay, so let's say they're standing, so in Broadview, which is like maybe 35 minutes from my parents' place. It's a building and it's like in a warehousey district. So it's a lot of open lots and just open land. Yeah. So when I get there, I mean, I'm going to just set up my camera, literally.
Have you seen one bed after another?
No, I haven't yet. And everyone's like, Ceci, you need to watch it.
So that's what it is. You're the main character. You're Leonardo DiCaprio. So you definitely need to watch that. But that's what I wanted to touch on is like in the movie, they do a really good job of showing the fight that we're up against right now.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me, Ceci, you have to watch this fucking movie. I'm like, I'm going to. And
then, I mean, spoiler, but Tiana Taylor, who's...
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, no, she's amazing in it, but she does fall for Sean Penn, who is like the ICE agent. So, be careful.
I mean, I've already been down the Republican road. He knows this. I'm not going back.
I can't judge. Lucas can, I can't. Yeah.
No, he and I are done. I can't do it.
It turns out showing Republicans a few seasons of Drag Race is not going to change.
It's just not. It's just not. Even when you eat his ass.
What, season 4 or 5? Because 5 might not have been the winning season.
So if someone's a Republican, that's a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But what about with like even friendship?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm just going to say yes. Yeah. I'm firmly in my... You've got to get on this side. Like you're either with me or you're against me.
Yeah.
That's where we are right now.
Yeah.
And I wish more people would just realize that, wake up. I'm so sick of people being like, maybe we can come. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
We're literally like kidnapping people and disappearing them to countries they've never been to.
Yeah.
We're here, guys. Like Alligator Alcatraz, 1,200 people went missing.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where they are. And Alligator Alcatraz has incinerators built into it.
Oh, God, I didn't know that.
And nobody knows where these people are. What the fuck is happening?
I mean, there's also merch being sold.
Oh, God.
Which is...
That's the other thing. This party, they're all fuck your feelings, no empathy, which is exactly why I don't think we should be funding SNAP for them. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah. I mean,
fuck your feelings. Figure out how to feed your kid instead of feeding your racism, you stupid bitch. Sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry.
The problem.
This is me during a debate, though. Sometimes I'll go off and be like, you dumb cunt.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I asked earlier, like, what does redemption look like? And like, for the record, I'm very rarely accused of being nice or like overly kind.
That's true.
There has to be a point. There has to be a point at which people finally realize, the back and forth, I hit you, you hit me, it has to end at a certain point.
Well, so yeah, you just got to hang up for a second. Put your racism aside for a second, because you'll always be able to go back to it, okay?
I can't stand the Italians.
Right, exactly. Right, exactly. All right, that's fine. Hate the Italians, your kid still won't be eating. It's you got to pick. Which one? Do you want to feed your kid right now, or do you want to hate on gay people?
Yeah.
Which one's more important?
Do you think that in helping men, if giving incels intel on how to bag become a better man.
Well, that's the thing. That's the other thing too. It's not just bagging a dame. It's like trying to change them so they can just be better for period.
And better has to be.
Yeah, that way.
Dames.
Yeah, whether it's just toward one chick or at least we can all walk down the street feeling a little better. Do you know what I mean?
Or sit through a set at a comedy.
Yeah, or be able to go to the workplace and not be annoyed. Yeah.
I have a feeling like that's kind of the magic bullet, is working on reforming rehabbing masculinity.
That's just it. And it's so funny you say that, because I debated it Sunday with someone, toxic masculinity. And I went to the table immediately and said, I don't think masculinity in itself is toxic, right? Like, I don't think masculinity is toxic. I even said, my personality, I walk a line of being feminine and masculine. And they asked me, oh, are you a woman? They asked me that. I was like, yeah, I'm a woman. But anyway, but I think that we should maybe, and I didn't think about it during this debate, but later when I went home and I was like, thinking about it, I think we need to have a separate term. Like instead of saying that masculinity isn't toxic, there are just two types. Do you know what I mean? Because men use their masculinity to protect us, but they're protecting us also from a man usually that's using their masculinity in a toxic way. Yeah. So we could have two terms maybe describe men who use it for good and those who use it for bad so that men understand that there's a difference.
I'm going to pitch something.
Please.
Gay, straight. Gay, good, straight, bad.
I've never heard of this before.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
The two different types of masculinity.
Oh.
Gay masculinity. I mean, when that guy broke into my apartment, that was the most masculine I've probably
East Coast really came.
It really did. I saw the footage.
Like Brooklyn grifter really came out.
That was the most masculine of probably
a
decade.
Reality is though that it does present itself sometimes when it needs to, and and men have protected me from other men. So it's like I think there's two types, and I think if we maybe differentiate, then men will also be able to differentiate. Because I brought up Andrew Tate when we were debating this, and I was like, he's one of the red pillars that fucked men up. And they started saying, well, he tried to make people or men realize they don't need to abuse themselves. And I was like, no, just women.
Yeah, right.
And how much of that do you think he actually believes? Or is it like what we talked about with Candace Owens?
It's a grift. It's a grift. Oh, please. Yeah. Andrew Tate, every woman he's beat pegged him first. And I tell you what, it's a grift. Yeah. It's a grift. That's it. It's so easy to tell men when you already look the way you do and have what you have to be like, you want to have this? Like, of course they do. Yeah. Obviously. But like, why you would take advice from a fucking rapist is beyond me. But what was interesting actually is I recently went to a Tony Robbins 4-day seminar.
Wow.
Yeah. Our first day, I walked on fire. I did a coal walk. I walked on hot coals.
We need to write a screenplay together because I want to just be a fly on the wall. I don't want to participate, but I just want to like take notes.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. It was awesome. I didn't feel shit. As soon as it was over, I was like, can I do it again? And they looked at me like, my brother was even like, Ceci, you're crazy. Because he and I went together.
Wow.
And it is Tony Robbins, and I was happy to see how many young men were there because I was like, oh, thank God they found Tony and not Andrew. You know what I mean? Because they're going to want to look up to someone. So thank God Tony Robbins exists because I hate billionaires. He's a billionaire. Yeah. But he is a little different, one, because he came from nothing. So like self-made billionaire, that's rare. Yeah. And then also this year alone, he's done 100 billion meals for Gaza, Sudan, and the U.S. So like he gives back, and like during the entire 4 days, he doesn't stop talking about giving back. And he's like, people who say money doesn't buy you happiness, he's like, it's because they haven't given away enough of it yet. Huh. Like he paid for his best friend's kid college because he could. So why wouldn't he? Like he's just in the mindset of if we're all giving, then we'd all be getting. Yeah. Which makes perfect sense when you make it simple like that. He's all about simplifying things like I am. So I think that's why I could register with him. But he is so fucking effective. I mean, there were 10,000 people there at this arena. Lights down. Third day, he does this exercise where he talks about the beliefs you have control what you do. And we instill beliefs in ourselves about ourselves. So he wanted you to carve out like 3 beliefs that are not good ones. In unison, it was like midsummer in that bitch. Okay. I wish I had filmed it because lights are low, 10,000 people, everyone crying and screaming. Like it felt like a cult, but it wasn't. And he doesn't talk about God ever. Like nothing like that comes up, but it's all about just your fucked up demons that you've put into yourself. So you like,
crying and screaming?
I was crying. I was screaming. My brother was crying and screaming, grown men and women. And
from the thought.
Yeah. And from him, Tony, I don't know what it is.
That's nuts.
He knows how to set the vibe, though, to get you comfortable enough to do that. Plus, you're in front of strangers you're never going to see again. Yeah. And they're all doing the same thing. So it's like if you're in a nudist colony wearing clothes, you're the weirdo.
Yeah, right.
We're like, if you show up to this kind of thing negative, not open, you're the weirdo. Yeah. We're all here because we're fucking sick of where we are. Yeah. So we're trying to get out of it. So we do that. And then he wants you to instill it. Now you have to replace them with good beliefs. So then he puts that in you and everyone's just like happy. It was very interesting.
I'm just picturing Everett in this.
Oh, he'd be the worst.
Everett can't even go to yoga.
No, he'd be the worst.
And when they're like, and breathe in and let it go. Like Everett can't even do that kind of.
See, and here's the thing is I'm not as cynical as you, but I am a little, you know what I mean? I'm not like a woo-woo person and a super self-improvement person, but I believe in it. Like it's good if you want to do it, you should do it. But I will say there's something about Tony, and I think it's just, I really, really liked how much he kept talking about, like, you need to be better for other people too. It's not just about you. Like,
I think that's the issue with just generally people right now is everyone is so focused on themselves.
Exactly.
And so if you take the attention you put on yourself and put it even just like 25% of it onto someone else,
literally,
your life will...
people started chanting his name. He immediately be like, no. This isn't, I'm not an idol. This isn't that. Like, he just is a very... I don't know. But again, he came from nothing. So he said that he started his meal program a while back when the government defunded SNAP by $10 billion. Yeah. That triggered him. Yeah. Now it's $186 billion this year, which is why he's done 100 billion meals. Because he talked about a time when there was a Thanksgiving, and this is actually related to MAGA, actually, in a way, because his stepdad, I guess he had 3 different dads, all of them treated him like shit. And one of them, they didn't have dinner for Thanksgiving. There was no food in the house. And the neighbors came over with food for them. And the dad slammed the door in the face because he was too proud. Yeah. And it's that shit of you put that before feeding your kids. Yeah. And so Tony remembers that, remembers not eating. And that, you know what I mean, triggers him to want to help other people. And also, his main, like, crew of men that he hangs out with, they also came from nothing. One grew up in a trailer park. The other one used to live in a fucking cardboard box. Yeah. And now he's a millionaire who helps other people. You know what? Like, that's what you want, is people who get, but then they give to, like, keep this moving. Like, he's not a billionaire that produces plastic and oil. He produces more productive people.
Yeah. It just freaks me out, though, because if he wanted to, he could change these people for the worse. Yeah.
He could. Yeah. Well, of course. But that's the thing. Like, there are people that possess power, and what you do with it is up to you. And at least there are people, though, that have that kind of power and do good with it.
Because I even just think about the Mormon church, or like, this is how, like, religions are started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even just the pastors that are able to get people. Like, I have a friend whose dad drove to Tennessee and was a part of a book burning. You know, and they prey on these people who are lonely, though. It's the same.
Okay.
In your
going forward to the future, though, when you find out about book burnings, you have to tell me so I can show up. Like, I need this kind of stuff. Yes. Like, I need intel.
I'll go in touch with your dad.
Please.
Put it on the group.
These are the things I want to go to because I need to be there to be like.
See the Westboro Baptists.
Yeah.
Live in concert.
No.
They came to my town in Delaware to protest. One of our Marines was killed in Iraq back in 2005, something like that.
Yeah.
2006. And they came to protest his funeral in Seaford, Delaware. And my mother at the time fancied herself a citizen journalist. So she had, just one of my many little flights of fancy, but she like got into the press area somehow of my stupid town and interviewed one of the Granary Baptists that was there. It was so strange just listening to this woman's utterly fried perspective on why soldiers were dying in Iraq. And it was because of gay people like me.
Oh, boy. Jesus Christ.
The God hates facts people. That's the West.
That's, of course, obviously no Christian love, or what does it say? No hate, or no love like Christian hate.
No hate like Christian love. Yeah, any which way it works. But
yeah,
if the Westboro Baptists are performing anywhere near here, we'll let
yes, you know. Please let me know. I mean, these are the places I want to go.
Yeah.
I have a meeting with an ex-pastor in North Carolina soon who's on the same mission as me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going on the Daily Wire bar fight show. He reached out and said, should I do it? I'm a little nervous. Like, everyone's been like reaching out, asking me if they should do it. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Fucking do it. We need more fighters. Like, I know. And it's funny because I could have told them, no, don't do it. And then I know I would have gotten the spot again.
Sure. Right.
But it's not about me. It's bigger than that. Like, we need as many soldiers as possible. You know what I mean? We need as many fucking faces out there, especially an ex-pastor.
Yes.
They need to hear from you.
Now, Ceci, I'm just one homosexual.
Yep.
What?
Yes, you are.
Lucas is just one homosexual. What would you say to anybody who's like, hey, I want to join up. I want to start engaging with these people in a way that and you feel so powerless when you just read the news all the time or doom scroll. Like, the world sucks. It's terrifying. You're out talking to people, arguing. What advice do you have for just one delicate young woman like myself?
On how to get into it?
How would I...
I mean, I would say, one, it depends on your situation, right? Like, if you're a person who can't be out in the streets, because one, if you can actually put yourself physically out there, that's the best way to do it, right? Like, actually be out there. If you can't, then you donate. Donate to where you can. Like, do the phone calls. Literally any little thing you can do works, helps. And that's why I'm like, okay, as many people as possible, because then we'll have different avenues applying at one time. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I'm excited about going on tour with UFA, because it's like, then I'll be able to talk to even more people in more places. Like, I don't, listen, I'm not bragging, but I do have a superpower, and I can talk to anybody and, you know, engage with them. But it's also because I grew up with an atheist father, but a Christian pastor grandmother. Half my family was Republican because they're Cuban. And also immigrants then, you know, where the other half is white and Catholic. And so it was such a mixed household, and they let me figure my own shit out that, I don't know. I think I'm lucky that my parents, I guess, didn't influence me as much. Like some parents do. You know, when you grow up in a Christian home, you're a Christian. Where, like, I grew up with a Christian pastor living with me, and they were still like, you don't have to go if you don't want to. Like, it's up to you.
Probably knew that they couldn't influence you, though, basically.
That's fair. That's probably true, actually. Now that I'm thinner, then yeah, you're probably right.
What do you think about this weird press tour that Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Oh my God, I am so here for it.
Yeah.
I am so here for it. Now, I will say Marjorie Taylor Greene is a total cunt. But she's the only Republican who actually, I will say this, what that woman says, I think she actually believes, because she'll tell you straight up, I don't want gays to marry and I don't want women to have abortions. Fine. But she also said, I want those fucking Epstein files released, and I want this for tax cut, la, 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 right? Like, she stands on her business.
See, this is the thing.
So at least she's transparent, and at least she'll tell other Republicans. Like, she literally said to the American people on a podcast, don't pay your taxes. They're fucking you. That, word for word. I've never heard a politician actually fall out of line like that.
See, this is where I get to, like, there is no redemption for people like her. Like, I guess
there's no redemption. I don't think she has redemption. No, that's a different thing.
I'm with you, though, where I do admire that she is willing to go against the grain.
Yeah, because she's literally the only one. Like, they've got to be bullying the shit out of her and probably threatening her. And you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking DC. I'm sure they're trying to get anything on her. So people like that who are willing to go against the grain, I always will give some sort of respect to that. But yeah, I can't stand her. I mean, she's a terrible person.
Well, did you see AOC pretty much said this is all because she wanted to be Senate, and then they got vetoed? And what do you think?
Okay, so here's the other thing. I feel like, again, I'm just trying to fight a class war. And that's the same fight Marjorie Taylor Greene is on. She doesn't like billionaires. She wants to fight the class war too, slightly. Like, she made her bag. You know what I'm saying? So she's fine. So I just feel like...
Yeah, she got that PPP loan forgiven too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to lie. It feels almost like she knows I got my bags and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. Slightly. Now, I'm sure it's all political plays and stuff, but with AOC, I just feel like I was just interviewed by the New York Times, and they asked me the same question, like, what's wrong with the left or what? And I was like, we cannibalize each other. That's the fucking problem. We cannibalize each other. And that's what the American people are doing. They're cannibalizing each other instead of eating the rich. That's what we should be doing.
Okay. Top 3 billionaires that you'd like to see.
Oh my God. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Peter Thiel. Like, I already have my list.
Oh, that was such a fun surprise.
I don't have to think about that one.
You didn't even finish the question. If the end of that question was who you'd fuck.
All right.
Marry, kill,
Fuck, marry, kill. That's a funny one. Let's see. So we got Elon, Bezos, and Peter Thiel. Fuck, marry, kill. Ooh, this is fun. Let's see. I would kill Peter Thiel.
Okay, solid.
Yeah, you got to. He's the Antichrist. You know? Then there's Mary. Who do I have? I would marry Oh, I would marry Bezos and fuck Elon because I know Elon can't fuck. He has no dick. Like, apparently it's like deformed.
Oh, well,
yeah. So I wouldn't have to do anything.
People have been saying it looks weird. It doesn't work well.
What did Grimes do to it?
I mean, these billionaires, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not against. Never mind.
So have you not been to Elon Musk's
fill in the blanks
drive-in?
No, but I've thought about it. Not to go outside and be like, "Fuck you, get out of there."
The diner that opened up near us here in Los Angeles,
dude. It's so gross.
I remember walking by there and thinking like, "Oh, I wonder what they're building." Thinking it was just going to be another luxury apartment, and then they kept it really under wraps.
Yeah,
and then
they did.
Before it opened, they announced what it was.
Yeah. Just what nobody had been asking for, a Tesla diner.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. What the fuck is happening?
I just don't understand why people, when you get to have that much money, why can't you just fuck off?
But here's my thing is I don't understand how you could be worth that much money. I could never, ever have that much money knowing I could save the fucking planet and be a literal superhero. Literally have 9 billion people at your fucking feet. And you choose to be a villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what?
Make it up.
That's something an evil person does, which is why I know that there's a difference between a Tony Robbins and an Elon, because one has not even as much billions, but is doing something with it. And the other one does nothing except borrow more money from the government.
See, I think Robbins is probably the exception.
He is, though. That's an anomaly. It's not normal, but I know that it exists.
Yeah, but I mean, when you get enough money, something happens. You become a different species.
You definitely do. 100%, which is why in this country we should have a fucking cap on how much you can be worth. Totally. I think Bezos, you could stay worth, Elon, $1 billion. Mm-hmm. Everything after that goes right back to us. Yeah. And they'll always stay at $1 billion. They will always stay a billionaire is the thing.
The difference between what Robbins and Musk makes is Musk makes 200 times more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's insane how much money he has.
Exactly.
You remember when Jeff Bezos came back from space and he had that cowboy hat on? He's like, "Thank you to all my Amazons. So you guys paid for this." I'm like, yeah, we did fucking pay
exactly.
For this.
But that's my point, is that we literally give them the life they want. I'm sick of people being like, well, if billionaires didn't have companies, we wouldn't have jobs. They wouldn't have a company if you didn't work that job. Right. So don't get this whole, it's because of that. No. They need you actually more than you need them. To be honest. Mm-hmm. They need the workforce. If you're not there, they won't have a fucking company.
Well, now, I mean, I think there's so many, whether it's in the U.S., New York is a great example where Zohran Mamdani just won the election, and hi Zohran, if you're listening, and there's this big kerfuffle over millionaires and billionaires are going to leave New York, companies are going to leave New York.
They're not.
Fuck them, whatever. Not even remotely. At the center of the world is New York City.
Exactly.
According to people from New York. It's still all going to be happening in New York. But there are places where the less scrupulous are going to pull up stakes and move to somewhere more exploitable, somewhere with people who are poorer. That's just been the tale of neoliberalism since, Reagan, since the Belgian fucking Congo, is you outsource all of the awful jobs. Yeah. Just the jobs in general overseas. I don't even know what to say. Maybe what I'm saying is that Amazon Prime is too seductive, too powerful. Really, people cannot resist getting a thing a day later.
Yeah, no. I don't think it's up to the American people at this point, boycotting Amazon. It's not a reality. Not enough people are going to do that. It's up to the government to say, you need to pay your fucking fair share because you exist thanks to the American people. But the government isn't doing that, which is why I'm like, okay, I have to change the minds on the ground so that they'll change their representative.
Because there's on an individual level, the world is too big for one individual generally to make a ton of impact. Even a trillionaire is still going to have his work cut out for him. Yeah. I mean, and Elon, you can go fuck yourself. But there's the only meaningful counterweight to either corporate excess or the government. They sort of have to balance off with each other in one way or another. And with government looking the way it does in the U.S., I really do think that actually men, unfortunately, are the linchpin here.
What do you...
I mean, they're the lever.
They are.
To make things happen, which sucks.
But that's the reality.
Yeah.
Well, back to Marjorie Taylor Greene, that's her whole thing right now is she's like, I hate the men in D.C.
Yeah.
Oh, did she say that?
She outwardly said that on The View.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I need to listen to her. I heard she's using a different voice now, too.
It's way different than what she's on The View. It seemed like a totally different person. It seemed like an alien has invaded her body.
Well, I wish more aliens would invade.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, body snatchers, please take the Republicans. Fuck me. Yeah. No, it's crazy. And what's interesting though is like you can control a person. Like everyone has a lever that you can pull, and it's like, well, we know the lever on billionaires. It's their money. Fuck with their money. Tax them. Like what the hell? It is the most simple fucking thing, and it's insane how not enough people are like, yeah, we should tax the rich. Like people who defend Elon Musk, I'm just like, you want to blame an immigrant, someone who has less than you, for you having less.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Musk fanboys are really strange in this. Like, I know a couple of my Chinese friends are really still riding with Elon. Like, he's got a big cult of personality in China.
It's absolutely wild.
In the same way that, like, when you're talking to a red pillar on, like, an incel forum, how...
My name, by the way, on Reddit is Ray Bees.
Please welcome to the stage, Ray B.
Yeah, that would be my drag name.
I've seen a lot of worship for the big billionaires on the incel forums.
Not really.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't see that a lot. A lot of them are actually just talking about like relationships. It's interesting though.
We're such a lonely generation. We really are.
I mean, guys, what the fuck? I mean, you're also 4 times more likely to kill yourselves than women are. Which is another reason, like, I am wanting to help, because, like, that's fucked up. Like, I have a brother. Yeah. He's amazing. Yeah. I have a great dad. Like, I have friends that are males that I know are good. So, like, I know they fucking exist. I mean, I haven't found one for myself yet, but, like, I know that they exist.
Probably know some good guys somewhere.
I mean, it's tough.
Yeah.
It is just interesting, and I mentioned generation, but this has been an issue for men historically speaking. Male friendship is so hard to come by. Even, I guess, gays, it's maybe a little bit different, but even to a certain extent similar. But
well, we're not friends, but it's
straight. Yeah, we just use each other for this really successful podcast. But
stupid.
No, but like men get married and their only friend is their wife.
I'm always so curious too, because like girls, you know, we're good at setting up community. Like I still have girls over. We'll have sleepovers still. Like we do our nail, like we go out, and I'm always like, what the fuck do boys do on boys' night? And I'll hear from, well, what's funny is like my client the other day was talking to me about that. She goes, yeah, my boyfriend went out with his friends, and one of his friends, like his sister died, whatever. So he went over there, and I was like asking him about it, and they didn't talk about it. And I go, what do you mean they didn't talk about it? And he was like, yeah, they don't talk about things. They bro out. They ignore it. Mm-hmm. Right. And the thing is like, you need to face things like sooner than later. So you're not a fucking ticking time bomb who's going to go off on me later. And like Tony Robbins, for instance, because it's not masculine to cry. Tony Robbins is 6'7", built as fuck, deep voice, on stage crying in front of 10,000 people. And I still didn't question how masculine is he. No, even watching him cry, I never once thought that's not that's not what's happening.
Yeah.
But people do it to each other. Like men do that to each other. Like when a dude cries, you guys are the ones that go, that's fucking, you pussy, you fucking pussy. Women don't, I'm not the one telling you you're a pussy when you cry. You do that to each other. So it's the toxic masculinity working its thing on you. You know what I mean?
No, you know, Lucas, I'll make a resolution here. Every now and again, Lucas will text me, and usually it's a task-based communication, which I don't respond well to. He'll say, hey, can you email someone? Can you upload the file to the drive? And I'll immediately respond with, you're smothering me.
Recently, you were very good, though, and I gave you your flowers. They said, whatever you're doing, it's working, because your attitude, I appreciate
it. I very nearly texted back and said, you're smothering me.
Do you guys run into that being comedians, where people come up to you and they think because you say something funny on stage, or maybe, you know, you make fun of yourself, that they can just be like, you're a nasty oinker dirtbag pig. And you're like, bro, I know I just talked about my chlamydia, but that was me talking about my own chlamydia. Like, you don't get to talk to me like that.
They don't do that with me, but I think that's because I'm a woman. Right? So they're not going to be like, what's up, you fucking beef bag, whatever, flesh meat, whatever. I know, fleshlight. Like, yeah.
That sounds like that comes from the incel forum.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, reminded, I'm seeing your hoop earrings right now in your video you just posted about the girl that was talking. What did she say? She was like,
she was saying how like black women, like the nails, like she was in blackface talking about like, I don't know why you guys wear hoops and nails. Like you always are fighting. How do you fight like that? And that's when I did my like, it's quick release.
The snap off.
I mean, that's the reality though. I always wear quick release.
Yeah, right. But and that was we are back to a blackface.
Bro.
Cultural moment.
See, here's my thing with this. That's why I say you need to meet bullies where they are, because racism will never go away. No. It will always be here. But there was a period of time where they knew you said that shit in your living room. And we have to bully them back into their living rooms. Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. I'm not trying to change you. But don't say that shit out in the fucking streets. Be civil. We still live in a society. Have fucking manners. That's what's happened. We've lost all manners. Yeah. People are fucking Sieg heiling online like they're proud in a video. You're disgusting. Go back to where you came from.
But if one of these a-holes calls in to get some intel for incels.
Say that again. If one of
these Sieg heiling,
we're done.
Calls in.
No, we're done. We're done. I'm not fucking with a racist. I'm not here to change your racism.
You can't help.
If you're a straight dude though, who's like, oh, I just don't have a lot of confidence, or oh, I don't know how to talk to women, or oh, I think I might kind of hate them. Maybe I'm still not sure. That's my guy. I'm not. If you're a racist or a homophobe, go get fucked. I have no time for you. And no time.
That's so interesting because homophobes I can deal with.
Well, you yourself are one.
I can handle that.
See, a homophobe, it would depend, I mean, on the level, but like reality, I don't want to help a hater. No. Yeah. You know, I want to help someone who actually wants the help. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ceci, it was such a pleasure to have
you. Yay, it was so much fun.
What do you want to plug? What's coming up for you?
What is coming up? I'm going to be on the Sean Kelly Digital Social Hour soon. There will be a new Jubilee coming out. We'll see who I debated soon.
Keep your eyes peeled for that.
Keep your eyes peeled. And then on top, but outside of all of that, tune in on Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Get Some Intel for Incel show.
Now, Ceci, let's say some of our listeners are incels. Is there a telephone number they might call to reach you?
Yes, there is. So the number is 213-584-2374. Get some intel for incels at 213-584-2374.
I may be calling you.
Yay!
And where can the children find you online?
Yeah, online you'll find me on all socials. All handles are at Very Ceci, CECI.
And you could run, don't walk to follow Ceci.
Yes. Hit that subscribe button. Smash it.
Smash.